Good morning. It is day 2 of our Alaskan cruise. It is also my birthday, so excited to be on board, headed to Alaska for the very first time. We are on board Carnival Splendor. If you're new to our channel, I am RacQuelle from MHFamilyAdventures. Welcome. So yeah, we're on our very first Alaskan cruise aboard Carnival Splendor. Today is day 2. It is a sea day, so we're up. There's a lot of activities and things planned for the day, so we're up, about to go to sea day brunch. I'm curious to know if sea day brunch, I imagine that it's pretty popular on an Alaskan cruise, but we'll find out. So it's one of my favorite things to do. So we're gonna do sea day brunch on my birthday. So excited. So we're getting up, getting ready, but first things first, gotta get some coffee. You guys follow along with us. All right, don't forget you can check in for sea day brunch on the Carnival Hub app. Looks like they opened up the check-in a little bit early this morning. Sister checked us in. We're just waiting to get a table assigned. Usually it's pretty quick, so I wonder if they opened it up really early this morning, and we're probably on a wait list now. So we'll find out. We're headed down that way. So I think they're having issues with the app for check-in, so we're just gonna wait to see what happens. Everyone's down here waiting. So yeah, so there's something going on with the app. They said they put us at the top of the wait list, but we're on the wait list again. So I don't know what happened, but yeah, usually it's pretty reliable, the Carnival Hub app, to get into sea day brunch. I don't know why it's different here, but you know, we'll just wait and be patient. All right, sea day brunch time. Look, we're moving. We are moving out there. Bless you, cover your mouth. Thank you. All right, got a view this time. I'll take it. I sit where you sat yesterday. All right, so for sea day brunch, you can check the menu on the app, or you can scan the QR code. If you're not familiar with sea day brunch, it is totally different than what they offer at the buffet or on port day breakfast. So they have steak and eggs, they have breakfast hamburgers, they have parfaits and different things. So definitely try to take advantage of at least one sea day brunch on your sailing. If you should have one. There's always going to be a sea day. All right, time for coffee. Y'all, it is very bumpy and rumbly back here. You can hear the walls. Like looks like there's some big waves. We're in the back of the ship. Yeah. So we're all the way aft on deck 3. We're aft. We're all the way aft on deck 3, and yeah, it's just a lot of vibration, more than I felt on any other cruise ship. So I can look outside and tell that the waves are pretty rocky, but it's just like extra. Like it's kind of annoying, but we'll make it work. But everything's shaking. What'd you get, Joe?
Skillet cake.
Skillet cake. Let mommy help you cut that. All right, got steak and eggs and skillet cake. All right, so I never get dessert for sea day brunch, but these are the cookies that you can order, and this is the banana cream pie. That looks really good. I just won't eat that banana on top. I don't like mushy bananas. Yeah, I don't like mushy bananas. You can ask my sister. I like banana pudding without bananas. But I'm gonna see how this. All right, try this banana pie. There's no bananas in it right now, so see that there?
Mom hates bananas.
All right, yeah, I don't like mushy bananas.
I don't like mushy bananas.
That's good. So I'll just get rid of that top part. That's really good. It's not too sweet either. So we can just pluck that off of there. I will not eat that. All right, here's another dining room. I think is this the black pearl or the gold pearl? Dining room here. It's 2 levels. This is the one that's midship. All right, we are headed to the Fun Abroad, Fun Ashore show. And if you follow me, you know that I always do this on a Carnival cruise, because you could win shore excursion, you can win wine, drink package, internet, all kinds of things. They're just giving you information about the port. Thank you. Yeah, he does.
People upstairs think I can't see them. God bless you. How are we doing upstairs? Are you good? You do realize these seats cost the same if you want to come down next time. For those of you people who are upstairs, just to let you know, we're giving away raffle tickets on deck 3, alright? If you want to be in the opportunity to win this stuff on the stage, make sure you come to deck 3, get yourself a raffle ticket. 1 per cabin is all you'll need. If you have anybody in your family that has the same issues, many sensory issues, it might not be autism, it might be something else, just any kind of auditory issues, we provide the same. It's called Culture City. It's these headphones that will muffle the sound a little bit for you and make it a bit more accessible for these loud areas. You know, my voice can be quite loud, you know, and annoying, but you can. We've also got like the theatre shows, the singing. I'm going to give away the Tracy Arm Fjord Explorer, and I'm also going to give away 1 for Icy Strait Point. The Icy Strait Point one, I can't see right now, but it's going to be 1 that's good. All right, 2 tickets. There we go. All right. The first one is for the Tracy Arm Fjord Explorer. That is going to go to 817745.
They're gone next.
I know, right? 817745. I swear to God, if you're in this room and you're just not enthusiastic, who takes a raffle ticket and leaves? This is the fun bit. I'll just take the ticket. Woo! You're not here? Sucks to be you. You're gonna watch this on TV later and cry your eyes out.
All right, just leaving the Fun Abroad, Fun Ashore show. Didn't win anything. This one actually went a lot longer than in the past. So the cruise director, Andy, this is his first contract. He's kind of long-winded. He's a comedian. He was a comedian host on the Mardi Gras for 6 months. So he's pretty funny, but he's kind of long-winded. So we were there for about an hour, hour and 15 minutes. So now I'm headed to the casino before we have to get the kids from their kids club. So having a good time. It is a sea day, so taking it easy. So bingo sales are going on right now. I'm debating whether I'm going to play for my birthday or not, but I'm going to go to the casino for a couple minutes. We'll see if I can press my luck on my birthday. Casino. Did okay at first and then played it back. I thought I was getting the bonus, but it didn't happen. So that is probably going to be it for me for the casino for this cruise. We'll see. But yeah, so we're back. We finally have the partition open on our balcony. So if you are cruising to Alaska, definitely, if you have more than one cabin, especially balcony, definitely see if you can ask your agent if the partition's open to the cabins you've selected. Sometimes they don't, sometimes they do. I was able to, being an agent, able to figure out that ours did. So we have not adjoining balconies, but an adjoining balcony. We don't have a door in our stateroom that leads to the next cabin. So yeah, so it's perfect for like tomorrow when we are in Tracy Arm Fjord, and they said there's a lot of wildlife, a lot of different things for you to see while there. So it's kind of nice to be able to sit out on the balcony. And our cruise director did tell us that the best time to see wildlife is around 11 a.m., which is 2 hours before we enter the fjord area, because he said that the orcas and the humpback whales, they don't like to go into the fjord because it's such a narrow space. But he said that the seals and the other wildlife, they exit out of the fjord, and that's where you'll find orcas and different whales eating the seals. So we'll be out tomorrow around 11. So yeah, so back in the cabin, it's noon. Kids club will start back at what time? 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock, I think. So we're just gonna chill for a minute. There's things going on. There's a lot of trivia. I think they're gonna have a salsa dancing class. I might do that one. So there's different things going on right now. This is an elite casino cruise. So when I went into the casino, it was pretty packed. They did not have my favorite machine. So I played on a different machine, which I probably shouldn't have done, but you know. So yeah, so we're here and we'll just see what there is to do the rest of the day. What's that doing in the kids club? What'd you do, Jax?
Do Play-Doh and play the card game.
Play-Doh? Oh.
You play. This is clay.
That's what?
Clay.
Oh, you make clay? Isn't clay and Play-Doh the same thing?
No.
Well, how's it
Clay
different?
dries up.
Oh.
It's supposed to dry up.
Oh, clay dries up. Okay. I know, it all does. Yeah, so here's a view right now.
I can't tell what else I did.
But it's not raining. What else did you do, Joe?
I played Minecraft.
You played Minecraft?
And then I played the card game. Jackson,
Okay.
we heard you say that.
So Minecraft, the video game?
Yeah. And then I played a card game.
Were there a lot of kids in there?
No, that wasn't that much.
Yeah.
Not in art games, but that wasn't that much.
Okay. All right. Be careful by the balcony jacks.
Okay.
All right, there's a salsa dancing class in the lobby, so we're going to check that out right now.
Splendor Atrium, how are we doing? All right, so just to let you all know, in about 4 minutes we'll be starting our salsa pop dance class right here on this dance floor. So get those shoes tied, get those drinks into you, and we will see you in about 4 to 5 minutes. We got a little sequence here. Once with the arms and once with that. Let's put them all together. That's 5, 6, 7, 8. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No arms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again with the arms. On 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 4. And again, no 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, go 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
The salsa dance class was a lot of fun. We're stepping out on the Lido for the first time today, so we're gonna check out, see what's going on out here at the Lido deck, and probably get something to snack on. Not really hungry, but probably grab some ice cream or a quick snack. I know Joe's probably hungry. There's a lecture going on right now about the glaciers, volcanoes, and wildlife. Might try to get to that or not. Oh, there's ice carving going on right now. Let's take a look at this.
He uses the same tools. He's also a plastic surgeon. We'll give you that chiseled jawline. A lot of people ask me, Andy, what do you do with the ice carver once it's melted? Mop it up, that's it.
So there's a Mongolian walk option on this ship as well, but as you see, there's always a line. All right, Joe Marie's getting something from the buffet. That's enough carrots. Those back, thank you. Come on. All right, you guessed it. I'm getting more Indian food for lunch today. It's definitely really good, really good. So yeah, so the Indian restaurant, they didn't have as many options available today, so I guess they must alternate, or like they didn't have the tofu that they had. They didn't have any fish or seafood. It was mostly chicken today. So it seems like they're open every day for lunch. I'm wondering if they do it like things on a rotation. But that first day they had all kinds of options. So just got something light, not too hungry, but it all looks good. It's pretty tasty. See, I'm not the only one addicted to this Indian food. What is this, your third plate?
I was getting this for you.
No, you weren't. It's really good.
No, go ahead, because I want to have to get something for my wife.
So yeah, when I tell you this Masala Tiger is really good, don't think I'm exaggerating. It is so flavorful. Everything I've had from there. My sister's loving it. I see Ron's loving it. So if you've tried it before, let me know what you thought of it. I really feel like this concept needs to be across all of Carnival's ships. This is my first time we've sailed on many of their ships, and this is the first time we've run into this one. And it's probably going to be something I eat every day. Doesn't replace Buiguana Cantina for my breakfast, but I will definitely have this for lunch every single day. It is so good. and fresh, like they can't keep up. So the food's not sitting there, it's not getting cold or stale. Like people are lined up getting this, and it is just, it's really good. So yeah, this ship is really rocking and moving. I heard that on the Alaskan sailings that can happen, but once we pull into the fjord area, it should stop. But it's pretty bad, so keep that in mind. Make sure you have some seasickness medicine, bands or something. I feel fine. My husband's not feeling so good, but I'm gonna go ahead and put on a patch just in case. All right, guys, so came back to the cabin, took a quick nap. Jo Marie slept, Ron slept, just for a little bit. You said you didn't sleep? Yes, she did. She slept pretty good. So we're in the cabin, but the boys, we're having an issue with their cabin. So early, or actually late last night, I walked into their cabin and I thought I smelled like fumes from diesel or gasoline or something like that. But I just thought maybe it was, boys and, their scents or whatever. And so this morning, my husband went in to check with them as they were getting ready, and he was like, it smells funky in there. And I'm like, it's probably them. They need a shower and, put on deodorant. And so I went in there right after that, and I'm like, oh no, that smells like gasoline. It smells like diesel, something. So sure enough, we went to talk to the room steward. The room steward checked it out and said they could definitely smell it, that they were going to deodorize and this and that. But I'm like, hey, that's not enough. Deodorizing, just kind of masking the smell. Like, we need to figure out, what is that smell? Is it some sort of fume? We don't want them breathing that in. So Ron is down now at guest services just to see if it's possible for their cabin to be moved. What I do notice, and what I'm gonna recommend to you, is whenever you select your cabin, be sure to check on the deck map to see what is beside your cabin. Sometimes there are areas beside the cabin where you could tell like there's a room or there's some space there, but it's not labeled. So their cabin is actually right next to a large, it's probably like 3 cabins worth in size, where it says crew only, and then it mentioned like electrical or whatever on the outside of it. So there's some sort of like maybe a panel room or something that they use in there that only the crew members can access. So I'm wondering if there's something in there that's causing the smell to kind of, come over into their cabin. So just be cautious of that. I'm very particular about smells, and I smell things. I have a very sensitive nose, but I just want to make sure that they're not breathing in anything. So Ron's going down to guest services, and that's what the room steward recommended to do, was to go down to see if it was possible to get them moved. But of course, you have the minor policies where a certain age, they can't be more than like 1 to 3 cabins away from you. They're just kind of around the corner a little bit, but technically the way we did it was we put 1 adult in there, 1 adult in our cabin. So we are actually within the minor policy. But once they know that the boys are in there by themselves, which is fine because Andrew's 17. So just wanted to share that. So just always kind of look to see where your cabin is. And I know to do that, but I just didn't even dawn on me that there was a big space there. So that might be a cabin to avoid. But just wanted to share that. I'll let you know what guest services does, if they're able to move them. We're not necessarily looking for like any compensation or anything. We just want to make sure that they're going to be in an area where they're not breathing fumes, if that's really what it is. We don't know what it is, but it does smell like diesel or gasoline. Yeah, but for now, we have about an hour before dinner. It is formal night. And again, if you follow along and you watch us, we don't really get formal. So I'll put on a dress. Joe will put on a dress, although she doesn't really want to. She's going to put on a dress tonight. The boys will wear nice jeans and a button-up shirt or what have you. So that's about the most we do. We might on an upcoming cruise get pretty formal, but that's just not usually our style. So We're gonna go to dinner, and we originally had a reservation at the steakhouse. I didn't realize that my birthday was also formal night, so we were gonna go to the steakhouse for my birthday. Well, we pushed that reservation to Friday, I believe. So today's Wednesday, so I think we pushed it to Friday for the same time because we didn't want to miss formal night, because on a 7-night sailing they will offer lobster tail, and I love lobster tail, so didn't want to miss that because that is included on cruises that are 6 nights or longer. So we're gonna probably change, freshen up a little bit, and then head to dinner here at 5:30. And tonight I think we plan to go to the comedy club, maybe go to a PG show there, and also check out the show tonight. So we're having a great time. I absolutely love these longer cruises where they have the sea days, especially getting on, having a sea day and having a sea day before you get off the ship, because it really does give you time to unwind, relax, start your vacation off right without feeling, rushed and hurried. So, but yeah, we had a great nap and we are going to get ready for dinner. All right, here's a view outside before dinner. It's been like this all day. Haven't really had any rain or anything, and it's not as cool as it was earlier. I don't know what the temperature is. I'm guessing it's probably about 60 degrees, 65 degrees or so. So not bad at all. So yep, so we're ready, dressed for formal night. Like I said, tonight they're having lobster tail, so definitely gonna head there. But I feel like I felt when I went on my very first Caribbean cruise, the cruise where you don't pack everything that you need. You don't realize that there is a formal night. You don't realize that, you don't need as many clothes as you packed, but, you just forget things. Well, I didn't think that with it being cooler to not wear sandals. So for tonight, because it is a little too cold to not have shoes on or closed-toed shoes, I'm actually wearing my garden clogs. Watch. You see? Kind of matches my dress a little. What do you think? Joe Marie said they look cute. So I packed those because I didn't want to wear any bulky boots. And I love my garden clogs because they keep my feet warm and everything. So I thought I'd wear these, in case of rain or what have you. And I was like, I put sandals on. I'm like, I'm going to get too cold with that. So, you know what? Who cares? It's my birthday. We're on a cruise. We're having fun. Those small things don't matter to us. So my feet will be warm. So we're off now, getting ready. The boys are getting dressed. So we're getting ready to head to dinner. We did go to guest services, Ron did, about their cabin, and they're going to put some sort of O2 machine in there. I don't know exactly what that's going to do, but they said that they'll wait an hour and then go back and recheck, and if there's still a smell or if there's still things going on, that they will see about relocating. So we'll give you guys an update in a little bit. But for right now, we're off to dinner. So look what my sister got me for my birthday. Carnival 50th birthday coffee mug. Check it out. It's 50 years. Oh, it has Carnival Celebration. We'll be on that in November. Celebration time. That's nice. Alright, got the meatball soup for appetizer. This is usually pretty good. This meatball soup. Ron got the fried oysters. Jack's got the same thing he got last night. Joe Marie, of course, has her. What do you have, Joe? Joe has her shrimp. And the boys have salads.
They didn't always have that.
All right, here's the pork tart. This is usually pretty good too. All right, it's lobster night. So lobster tail night, I should say. Pretty good. So y'all didn't think I just got one lobster tail, right? Remember, the lobster tails are all you can eat. I had 2, not 3, not 4. Those are Ron's. Alright, there we go. Got that again. Ron got the creme brulee. Alright, so we finished dinner in the main dining room. Service was really, really slow tonight. I mean, extremely slow. The lobster was good. Everything else was, mediocre. So we decided we're not going to eat in the main dining room, probably the rest of the cruise. We'll see. But we're rushing off to get to the comedy club for a PG-rated show. The kids are at their kids' club, but we're going with the boys and Ron to this comedy show. So we're off there. So babe, what do you think of that comedy show?
Words cannot describe it, but I was underwhelmed.
It was different. A lot of chipmunk, but yeah, we're at the piano bar right now, so we're gonna hang out here for a little bit. Yeah, so the boys seem to enjoy the comedy show. That was a PG show. The rated R shows are usually a little bit different. But it was definitely family friendly. So we're gonna hang here at the piano bar for a little bit, and then the doors open at 8:30 for the evening show. We'll get there in a little bit, but might order a drink and check out the piano bar.
Everybody, welcome to the piano bar. My name is Scott. I'll be singing and playing for you all night long. And the way I work, folks, is I'm 100% request based. So anything that you like to hear, write it down and set it on either side of the counter here. Set it on either side of the counter right there. I'll be happy to play it for you. But to kick off the night tonight, I always do a random song for a random year. So somebody shout out a year for me.
58.
58. Okay.
Wow, that's random.
You caught everybody about that one. Say a year for me. Silence. 58. All right, so let's see if I have anything from 58. All right. I do. I have one that I don't speak Spanish. This is the only thing I do in Spanish. La Bamba is from 58.
All right, we'll hear that.
It's that, or all I have to do is dream by the Everly Brothers. Those are the only two songs I have.
La Bamba. La Bamba.
She said the other one, but you want La Bamba.
Yeah, La Bamba.
All right, so we'll see how this goes. But anyway, write down what you want to hear, set it on either side of the counter for you, and I'll be happy to play it for you. She's like, play the other one. So here we go. All right, here we go.
Was son of a preacher man, the only boy who could ever teach me. Was son of a preacher man.
All right, we're now here in the theater for the 80s Pop to the Max. I don't think I've seen this show before, so we'll check this one out. It's really been a great day, a great birthday. So relaxing, had fun, did what I wanted to do. So yeah, it was a great day overall. So we're gonna be here, and then probably after this, I'm gonna be calling it a night. We'll see. So I ordered my first martini, and she brought it in this glass. I wanted a cute glass on my birthday, but that's what I get. So y'all, am I being petty that my martini is in this glass? It's my very first martini. I don't drink much, but my first martini, I wanted it in a martini glass. So we'll see if she brings me back one. I'm usually not that particular, but you know, something about that first time, you gotta have the full experience, right? It doesn't look like it's gonna happen.
Show is all your favorite 80s pop music. Who likes your 80s pop music? Make some noise. Beautiful. Now, throughout the show, feel free to sing along, dance along, do anything you want to. It's your show. Enjoy it. The more energy you give to our cast, the more energy they're going to give right back to you. So have some fun, enjoy the show as much as possible.
So here's the view. It's 10 o'clock at night. Imagine this. Doesn't look like it's 10 o'clock at night. So yeah, so we're back in the cabin. We went to guest services for the boys, and long story short is that they were trying to move them to deck 1. We are on deck 8, so that does not work for us to have them 7 decks beneath us all the way down at the bottom. And we found out too that that is the area, or near the area, where they have guests who need to be in quarantine. So that also doesn't work for me. So they are trying to find a spot here on deck 8 for them to move to. She's saying that we're almost at full capacity, but we're not full capacity at all. So I don't understand why they can't just move them to a cabin. So now we're to the point where it's 10 o'clock. We're waiting to get a new cabin assignment. So now we have to have the boys stop their activities to repack up their room, to have to go to another cabin to clean that cabin, to then unpack again. So it's kind of an inconvenience. And like I said, we weren't really going into this looking for compensation, but at this point it's taken several hours to get this resolved, and we're just kind of still waiting. And it's 10 o'clock, believe it or not, it's 10 o'clock right now. So I'll update you guys on what's happening, but we did have a great time at the show, the 80s to the max. It was really good. I just do feel like the performers are great. I just feel like they don't have a really good balance on this ship as far as different voice styles and different levels. And it's like I feel like the females, they all sound the same to me. They have a balance with the guys, but that's just my preference, I guess. But overall, it's been pretty good. So we're just waiting to get, normally I'd be in bed by now. So we're waiting to get their cabin assignment. She said it'll be another 15 minutes or so because they're waiting on housekeeping, which I don't quite understand, because if there's a vacant cabin, wouldn't that cabin already be clean? So I'm just trying to figure it out. So we'll see what happens. So I guess this is the O2 machine or whatever they put in here to try to get the fumes out. So yeah, this is not okay. It's not okay at all. So we're going to get the boys packed up and wait to get their cabin assignment. It's almost 10:15. We still have not heard anything. So we're just waiting. We're going to get them packed because they're off at the team club, as they should be, having fun. So we'll get this taken care of for them. All right, we're just moving all the boys' stuff to our cabin until we figure out where they're going to put them. All right, guys, so it is 10:40. And we just had 2 gentlemen knock on the door. They are bag porters, and they were going to carry the boys' bags to their new cabin, but we don't have keys. So they came up to get their bags. They know the cabin number, and now we have to go back to guest services to get the key. So I don't understand why guest services didn't just give them the new keys so that we can make the transition smoothly. We didn't need anyone to carry bags, which I appreciate them sending them. We just need to get the keys so we can get in the cabin. So it's 10:40. Still, I don't have this resolved. And guys, I'm not one to complain. If you follow my vlogs, you know I don't complain. But I just kind of want you to see some of the things that you could possibly or potentially run into. Because sometimes it does happen. And like I said, we have never had an issue with Carnival or any cruise line for that matter with this type of thing. So it is, you know, a very rare situation. But the fact that it's taken several hours, we're probably pushing 5 hours now. Like I said, the smell we've been smelling all day. But since we brought it to guest services attention and they were working to resolve it, it's just been, you know, a lot of back and forth to guest services because you can't get through to anyone on the phone. So then you have to go back down to guest services and wait in line. And that is the mess. So again, 10:40, almost 10:45 now. And we know which cabin we're moving to or which cabin the boys are moving to, but we don't have keys. So Ron is back at guest services trying to get the new keys so that we can get in that cabin. So hopefully this will be the last update. Hopefully they'll be in their cabin the next few minutes because I am tired. I'm ready to go to bed. All right, guys. So it's 11 p.m. and we're still dealing with it. So we had the gentleman come back and like I said, the room is ready. Ron is still in line at guest services waiting to get keys. And he mentions that there's only one bed in the cabin. So, I mean, that's not a big deal. The boys can always share a bed, but they had 2 beds in their other cabin. And so we asked, hey, well, would you mind separating the beds so that way they can have their own bed? And apparently they don't do that. So now we have to call housekeeping at 11 p.m. to see if we can get someone to separate their beds. Now, we're probably not going to deal with that. We're going to have them to sleep in the same bed. But it's like, why would we not, you know, compare apples to apples? If they were in an interior cabin with 2 separate beds, why would you give us a cabin that has 1 bed put together? And I know that they can easily pull them apart and do all of this and that, but it's just, you know, the inconvenience. And again, I know that this issue isn't anything, you know, that Carnival did intentionally or anything that, you know, the guest service representatives, you know, caused. So we totally understand that these things happen. But it's like, my gosh, like, it's really not that hard. Put us into a clean cabin that's nearby, that's not in the quarantine area, where there's 2 beds for the 2 individuals that were in 2 beds before, and let it not take 6 hours. So it's kind of frustrating. And I know Ron's frustrated because he's been back and forth with guest services, but it's still not resolved. And I'm in bed. I just can't keep my eyes open. So I'm going to go ahead and close this vlog and I'll update you guys in the morning. So if you're watching this, be sure to click on the next video. That way you can see what happened and how we got this all resolved. And, you know, we did talk to guest services and we asked, you know, hey, this has been a hassle. It's my birthday. We've had to change plans for the evening because we've been in line. We've been having to talk to you guys trying to get this resolved. And, you know, just pretty much like at this point, you know, what is it? And she pretty much just said, well, it looks like they're going from the same type of cabin to the other cabin. Like, I get that. We're not asking to get money back on the cabin, but it's like, we're spending so much time here talking to you guys to get this matter resolved when in my mind, it should be a quick, easy fix, and it's not. So she said that when things like this happen, they have to talk to a supervisor in the morning, and the supervisor will determine whether any type of compensation or, you know, anything to make the situation better will happen. And so she said she would update us tomorrow as to whether we would get some form of compensation for the time we had to spend getting this resolved. So I don't know if anything's going to happen. And again, we didn't go into this looking for something like that. It's just, you know, at this point, like, now this is getting ridiculous. It really is. So the boys, I told them that they could stay at their teens club until midnight, so they have another hour. So hopefully within this hour, we can get them into their cabin, because otherwise it'll be all 5 of us in this cabin that fits 3. So that would be fun. So again, I'll update you guys tomorrow. I'm going to go ahead and call it good night. I'm sorry Ron is out and not in bed, but you know, it is what it is. We got to figure it out. So I'm gonna go to bed. And I did have a great birthday, so tomorrow we will be in Tracy Arm Fjord, and we have an excursion there. So really excited for that. So definitely stay tuned for all of that. But on this note, I'm gonna go ahead and say goodnight. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye. Oh, and I forgot to add that we are setting our clocks back 1 hour tonight. So that is a perk, is that we'll get an extra hour of sleep. So because of the time difference in Alaska, they're having us set our clocks back 1 hour tonight. And I think 2 days before we get off, we'll set it ahead again. So that is a perk that I'll be able to sleep in an extra hour. Hopefully my body will be okay to do that, because once the sun is up, which this morning it was up at like 4 o'clock, like 4 a.m., I'm usually up. So I'll be wearing my night mask, my eye mask. That way I can block out the light. Jummer, you had something to say?
Yeah. And make sure you subscribe and make this video a like.
Oh, she said make sure you subscribe and give this video a like. So I'm gonna go ahead and say goodnight, but I just wanted to share that. So we are setting your clock. So if you're cruising to Alaska, more than likely at some point you'll have to adjust your clock. So definitely keep an eye out on the Carnival Hub app or whatever app you're using. That way you know when to set your clocks back, because that'll definitely throw things off if you get up at your regular time thinking I'm gonna check in for C-Day brunch or what have you, and you're actually an hour early. So no one wants to be an hour early on a cruise ship. So definitely take your time and sleep in. So that's what I'm going to do. I'll see you guys tomorrow.